With a new stadium rising just to the west of us, for now we're back for football in the familiar setting of Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. The kicker, Tyler Bass, has us ready to start. And off we go from Buffalo. Here's Craig Reynolds to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the... Set to go now on 1st and 10. Goff going to open up with a throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target, and that will lead to a second down. From the gun, it's Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. This one caught by Patrick. It's a gain of 10 yards. First down, Detroit.
These third down conversions are just so important. Mike, everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. Here's the first carry for the Iowa State Cyclone, David Montgomery. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish up.
And he's in. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Lions. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. In motion, Shakir. Here's a first carry for the man from Kentucky, Ray Davis. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's Trubisky. Pass complete right side to Kincaid. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the first down on a gain of 7. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's taken in. Keon Coleman. down the left sideline. And he will score. Keon Coleman. Touchdown, Bills. Tyler Bass now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bills come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This taken in at the goal line. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Here's Goff. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Now Goff. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll go play action with Goff. Now pass deep for St. Brown. Oh, he's got a defender right with him, and it's an interception. Picked off by Christian Benford. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
Here's a 2nd and 6. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's to the left side and taken in by Coleman. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 10.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over. Now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's 1st and goal. In motion, Shakir. Now, faking the give. That one's complete. It's Ray Davis. And the tackle is made at about the 6.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's in the end zone and intercepted.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field. There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
The tight end, Sam Laporta, the intended receiver. And it'll be 3rd down. Throwing here is Goff. Now a shot here, deep middle. And that is incomplete.
Just doesn't seem to me right now that he's seeing the field very well. I mean, that last possession results in the pick. You'd expect him to come back out here and be a little bit more careful with the ball, find easier completions, find the better matchup. And instead, he puts the ball back in harm's way, and he's lucky that wasn't another interception.
Oh, the defender able to get his head around and intercept it. Picked off by Christian Denford. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
All right, so that's consecutive drives now. You've come out here and thrown interceptions. I think at this point, Mike, it's time to run the ball. It's time to give this offense a little bit of a reset, settle this quarterback down. And if nothing else, let's cool off this secondary. They are flying to the ball. They are taking chance after chance. Let's remove them from the defense for a while, make them defend the run, and let's get our offense back on track.
Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Trubisky. Looking downfield for Coleman. That is going to be called in. He's got it. Keon Coleman. Touchdown, Buffalo. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back in Buffalo after this. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Now, Goff. Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the air, it's Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Goff. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
That's into the hands of the receiver, Patrick. And he's going to have a Lions 1st down. That was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs. Got a man open. It's Patrick. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter. So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
He's going to run it.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That is caught. What a throw. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10. Now Trubisky. Open man downfield. It's Kincaid. And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, Buffalo. And this one is blocked. Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. This will be taken in at the 2. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Rasul Douglas. Tyler Bass on to try the field goal. This one from 54 yards out. And he pushed it. No good. That is wide to the right. So we have come to halftime here at Orchard Park with the Bills out front. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Johnson now to return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Back to throw. Trubisky. Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Trubisky to throw. This one, downfield for Kincaid. And he's going to take this one all the way. 76 yards. Touchdown, Buffalo. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. Reynolds now on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. He's going to take a shot down the field. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Goff with the give to Montgomery. He'll get this ahead for about 3. It was Rasul Douglas that time to end the play. Here's 3rd and 7. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. A gain of 21 on that pass play. Good for a Lions 1st down. Patrick motioning here. Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Here's Goff. Now, deep shot for Amon-Ra. He's got it. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's first and 10. Here's Montgomery. And the Lions are going to have a first and goal. Some good running there. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line. They'll run with Montgomery. Powering forward. He's in. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Lions. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. A return now from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Trubisky. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith forcing his way in to bring him down. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Trubisky to throw. He's going to air this one out. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead. Goff to throw on first down. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again here. Second and 10. Throwing, Goff. And he'll take it on in. Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to...
Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown, trying to kick it back the other way. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. They'll run. It's Davis. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. It is picked off by the rookie safety.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
Patrick motioning here. On 1st and 10, here's Goff. Down the field, he's got St. Brown. He is in. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown, Lions. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's taken in by Shakir. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in?
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. They'll drop to throw. A quick slant into the hands of Cooper. Into space. Still going. And he will go all the way. Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Bills. Here's Trubisky. He'll swing that out wide. And he is going to get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion works. And we've got ourselves a tie game. Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. Now an opening past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete. Here comes 2nd down. Throwing here is Goff. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late. When this offense took the field, in their mind, Mike, they want to end this game in regulation. You do not want to play for overtime. And now as this 4th down comes up, I think this coach has a decision to make. Do you remain aggressive and keep the offense on the field and try to end it here? Or do you make the safe play and punt the ball away and settle for overtime?
He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's going to have the Lions first down. They wind up with a gain of 11 on fourth down. Off the play fake, here's Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And he's going to go all the way. How about some late magic? They've taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Now return coming from the 7. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Throwing is Trubisky. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. And that's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Oh, he pumps up the football. The Lions have got it.
And there is the backbreaker, Mike. The one thing you can't have late in the ball game is a turnover. You're ready, you're up against the wall. You know you need a late score here to come back from behind. And let's give credit to this defense. They know they were a stop away from victory. And after forcing that late turnover, it looks like they're going to seal this one.
Well, a touchdown here could be the capper to a victory. It is first and goal. Here's a run. Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line. Second and goal. One more time with Montgomery. And this one's blown up. It's back at the 5-yard line now. So a win for the visitors, the Lions. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball.
Known for some incredible wings and one of the league's most passionate fan bases. We're just outside of Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Here's Tyler Bass to get this one started. And we're off and running from Western New York. We'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's first and 10. From the gun, a give to Gainwell. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. Offense in the hurry-up here. Here he is on 3rd and long. That's into the hands of Barkley. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. Offense up to the line fast. On 4th down, Hurts. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. Picked off by Terrell Bernard. And the Bills get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Off the play fake, he'll throw. To the ground it goes, that's incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So they're left facing 3rd and long. They'll motion him out of the backfield left. That's caught for the first. Touchdown, Buffalo! Tyler Bass on now for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Bills will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Bass now to kick this away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He's got Smith. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Working quickly here. On 1st down, Hurts. He's fine, Smith. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here's 2nd and 2. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Hurts throwing again. Taken in by Smith. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line. Second and 3. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the 1st quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
No connection on the last play, and out 3rd down. Hurts now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Offense in the hurry up here. Hurts now on 4th. He's got it to his running back. And he drives this forward to the 6. That's a clutch 7-yard pickup, and it pays off the call to go for it on 4th down.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make it pay.
They're going to run with Barkley. Runs it in for the Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
No hesitation there and going for it for two at their first opportunity. Even if it didn't work out, pretty clear that they're not going to hesitate to take risks offensively in this game.
Yeah, okay, nothing wrong taking that risk there, especially if you want to be the ones dictating how this game's going to be played. But trust me, with all this time left, you're going to be chasing some points the rest of the way.
And a great opportunity for this offense. He's out of bounds all the way up at the 40-yard line.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Trubisky now. He finds Kincaid. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Josh Sweat making the stop. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the 41. That finds his man. It's Keon Coleman. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Bills first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Play action on first down. Finds Kincaid. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Throwing now from the gun. Connects with Johnson. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. Timeout called by the offense, and with another timeout available, they could actually get another 2 plays if they work quick. Trubisky now to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills will add to their lead at the end of the half. Amari Cooper, the touchdown. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Brock. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
And the point after is missed, so this remains a 7-point ball game. So following the missed point after, the chance to take his frustrations out on that football as he sends this away. On the return, Britton Covey. Returns looking good so far. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Here comes the final play of our first half. A final throw before the break. It's another first half mistake. Oh, he loses it on the return. They could get this back. And this is scooped up by the Bills. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Johnson now on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And they'll be happy about where they're about to take the field. He's up to the 35 on the return.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. That's Nolan Smith there for the stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. On the ground, first run for Ray Davis. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Call it no gain on the play, and that brings up 3rd and 9. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Gets this to Kincaid. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Davis up the middle. And he's down into the red zone. This run gets to the 18. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
From the 18 on 2nd down. Brought in right side by Kincaid. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that's good for a Bills first down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. To the edge of the end zone. Oh, it's incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now they face 2nd down.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Has it in close. And in, touchdown Buffalo. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bills double their lead to 14. Bass now to kick this away. Covey now to return this. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Gainwell. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Making the stop that time, Taron Johnson. Offense up to the line fast. They stick with Gainwell. Up the sideline, past the 40. And he's all the way into enemy territory, officially at the 49. Working quickly here. Going to the ground again on 1st. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Again, this is Gainwell. And he's brought down after a solid gain on what's going to be the final play of the quarter. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's the Eagles in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is reachable. plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. On 1st down, Hurts. This finds Smith. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Offense in the hurry up here. 2nd and 4. Throw right side, caught by Smith. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. Hurts throwing again. He brings it in. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. Working quickly here. Back to throw, Hurts. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles now within 1 score in the 4th. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. A big spot for the Eagles now as they go for 2. He's throwing for it. And the pass is successful. That's a little momentum builder as they attack this deficit. No dice the first time they tried it, but this time, Brock, the 2-point conversion is successful.
Just felt like they were waiting for the right opportunity to try it once again. Not only to make up for the first attempt, but establish a little confidence from this spot. And who knows, maybe we'll have a 2-pointer that plays a bigger role when this thing's all said and done.
And this drive will start inside the 25. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Handoff here to Davis. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. Bills leading by 6. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Wow, still throwing, and this is intercepted. And the Eagles have some new life in the 4th. He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed, and someone was there to make a play on it.
What you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off.
Here he is to throw. Barkley's got it. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second and 6 coming up here. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. To throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Taylor rapping to pick that one off. And the Bills make the play that should win them this game. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. That's brought in. It's his back, Ray Davis. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Running out of the gun with Davis. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Setting up to pass. Connection made to Shakir. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Bills 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Back to throw. Gets this to Johnson. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. He'll look to throw it. Finding Davis. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
So the roar of Bills Mafia, it's a win for their guys in Buffalo. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game that's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
Take a drive from downtown along Broad Street. You run into Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles here in South Philadelphia. The veteran Jason Myers will get this one started. And off we go from the link. And this one goes out of bounds on the opening kickoff. That is a rough start for the kicker and his team as the ball's going to come out to the 40-yard line. He'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Big Leonard Williams brings him down. That's gone. It's the tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. On third down, it's Hurts. He's got his man. It's Smith. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
They'll run the toss to Barkley. And he'll get this to the 43-yard line. Devin Witherspoon up from the secondary to make the play. Once again, it's Barkley. He's going nowhere, losing yardage on that play.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. They get 16 on that connection. Good for an Eagles first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now it's Hurts. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Big Leonard Williams that time forces his way in for the sack. Here's a 2nd and 12. On play action, Hurts. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have it here as they'll start from their own 7.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Back to throw. Howell. Get that one to Charbonnet. Complete. And he'll be taken down. And that's going to do it. That's the last play of the first quarter. They'll run it for the first time. Here comes Zach Charbonnet. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. They'll go again here with Charbonnet. Able to break a tackle as he powers forward 4 yards. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for this with Charbonnet. It'll be a pickup of 10. First down, Seattle.
Each week coming into the game, every team in the league, Mike, places a huge emphasis on success on their opening drive. But the key to that is sustaining possession, converting on third down. It's exactly what they were able to do here, keeping the ball on the ground.
So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. They'll throw with Howell. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion. And then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
On the handoff, it's Charbonnet. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Throwing is Howell. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Let's make no mistake about it, Mike. I mean, this passing game, it just has not been very efficient here in the first half. I mean, they've produced more yards on the ground than through the air, and incompletions like that certainly aren't going to help.
Good job on the ground to pick it up. Mark it at the 38, move those chains. First down. To throw is Howell. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
Here's Howell. Now inside the 25. And he'll be taken down.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that after this long drive would be a bit of a letdown. Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
He's going to look deep here, looking for Lockett. To the goal line and in. Tyler Lockett. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. He's got it. And the Seahawks will take a 7-0 lead. 3 seconds, all that remain in this first half, as that one's away. Britton Covey now on the return. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Just the lone touchdown in that first half of action. 7-0 is our score. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, just that one touchdown on the board. 7-0 the score as the third quarter begins. Jalen Darden now to return it. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Howell. This one complete to Bobo. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now it's Howell. Complete to the former Buckeye, Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Again, they'll give it to Charbonnet. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yardage, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down. The tight end Fant in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He's got his tight end, Goddard, working the middle of the field. He's taken down just shy of the 10. He can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. They'll run it to the right here with Barkley. Not much happening there, just a short gain. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now Jalen Hurts on second down. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time, and it's going to be third down. Now Hurts. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by their rookie linebacker. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their 37-yard line.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
On first down, they'll start with Charbonnet.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game out?
He'll look to throw. That's complete to lock it outright. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. First and 10. The tight end Fant in motion. A give to Charbonnet. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Bobo is the motion man. The Seahawks are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run here, and it's Charbonnet. Some room to run as he takes it down to the 2-yard line. Here now, second down and goal. Again, it'll be Charbonnet. Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. They'll run with Walker. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second. Stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Interesting decision. A field goal makes it a 2-score game. They're going to keep. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
They'll run with Charbonnet. And he'll go down, back at the 4. And this time they stop him short of the goal line. Touchdown a moment ago. No two-point conversion to add on as they come up empty. For the return, here comes Britton Covey. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's going to air this one out, looking for Dotson. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. And the Seahawks are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 42.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
So it's a win here for the visiting Seahawks. They put together a complete football game as they finish this one in shutout fashion. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Philadelphia, good night.